There's a crappie. Right there. Right on the rocks. Right on the rocks. This guy couldn't even get any closer. They're not too big. 6, 7 inches, 8 inches maybe. See if we can find a few more. I love this little cricket from Euro Tackle though. I like it because it's versatile. It'll catch, you know, big red ear. See if we can't pull up a few crappie. Little bluegill. There's bluegill following it. Little bluegill taking my crappie nibble off. Look at that. Didn't take but a second. I use this power bait by Berkeley, crappie nibbles. I'm using a Euro Tackle green cricket with a black jig head, 1/32 ounce with red eyes. Let that sink a little. Just working it slowly back. See if we can't find a crappie. Right there's something. Yeah, he got off. I'm pretty sure that was a little bluegill. One mistake I make sometimes, and I'm sure we all do, is just not to set my drag correctly. Just getting these light taps. There's a fish. Probably a red or bluegill. That's a nice little pretty one. Look at that. Pretty little guy right there. Right there. All right, he made it back into the water. There he goes. California release. I'm not keeping any today. I'm just going to catch and release today. But sometimes for the crappie, they just seem like they come up. They come from the bottom up. If you'll notice, I like this 10-foot rod because I have a little bit of a reach here for this levee, so it makes it kind of nice to have this longer rod, just to have that rod tip more over the water versus over the rocks. Come on, fish, where you at? Something in it. It was a tap, but not a thump. I kind of like the thumps. Thumps is where I catch my fish. The taps are just little love taps. There's a fish. There's a crappie. There's a nice crappie. Ah, I say nice, not too bad. There's a crappie right there. Let's put it back in. He's kind of small little one, but crappie all the same. Let's see if we can go back. I think these are a bunch of little males up here, actually. I don't quite think they've spawned yet. Crappie Thumps fun, you know the difference. Or sometimes it's a big old red ear, which is also pretty cool. Again, just chasing up those rocks. Sink in. Again, having that high vis line is really nice because you can see if it kind of just starts to take off a little bit, or if you get that pop. Bringing it down that. Trying to not let the wind get too much into it. Let's go another spot. Fish on. Something's on. Little bluegill. Look. They like these little bee vibes. We are going with a new look. It's called a bee vibe from Euro Tackle. But maybe in the spring, I don't know. Maybe I like the green. There's a fish. There's a fish. What is it? That's a little crappie. Look at that. That's a tiny dude. Look at that old boy. Let's bring him in here. There's a little crappie right there. He's a little guy. Little male, probably. We want the big. That'll make your day. I'll include that in the video. That's crazy. Crazy awesome. Crazy awesome, man. That's one of those things that just happen to you and you're just like left standing, kind of like, wow. Happens all the time if you fish a lot, you know. You still want to get them in, want to keep them, but that guy, he earned his freedom, man. That guy earned his freedom. He can have it. Of course, he's got a big old Yuri in his mouth. But who knows? Maybe the crappie might come out here in a minute with this tide. I do not know. Be kind of cool if they would. Catch a couple nice big crappie. So far, I've caught Warmouths today, bluegill today, red ear. I had one crappie earlier. And I've been fishing for 3 hours. I don't know, probably got 15, 20 fish. And then that striper. That was the icing on the cake, man. Always pays to have your rod ready. Of course, my rod broke, so I got to take that back. It's got a good warranty on it. So Walmart's pretty good about taking care of their stuff. And that's Okuma rod. Ooh, right there. Ooh, I like this 2-pound test line. Oh, he's a fighter. Look at this guy. Look at this one boy right here. Oh, you probably can't see him. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, I bet you couldn't see him. This guy is in the rocks. Now this is the size that I like to find, I like to catch. 8 inches or so. They're really good. Look at that. Oop, oop, oop. Man, I've been dropping these fish all day. They gotta go back in the water to live. There you go, big guy. Take off. Go back in that water. Breathe. Yeah, I want these guys to get back in. But yeah, they're up right up on the rocks. So if you fish on the rocks, you're going to find the fish. All right. Again, this bait is from Euro Tackle. I missed a nice bluegill a little early, nice big red ear. It hit my didn't quite take it all the way. There's a lot of bait fish in here. Right there's one. Look at that. Oh, come on, man. He wants to. All right, that's a warmouth. So look at how pretty these are. These live in the rocks. These guys are called warmouths. They're just beautiful fish. I don't know how they taste. I don't know if they taste good or not, but these guys they're ferocious too, man. These guys are fires. Look at that. Just a beautiful fish. But it's similar to the ocean's rock cabezone and different ones that live in the rocks. These guys are, when the tide goes up, you know, they're out feeding. When the tide goes down, they're all right. Kind of where I wanted to be right there. Oh, fish just hit at it. Again, you can see these guys hit at it. Yeah, they like it. But for some reason, I'm not connecting. Well, there's big bass. They're probably in their beds too. They're probably bedding right now, but I've got 4-pound test line, so we'll see. Oh, man, he hit it right there. He took off. He's like, oh, that's 4 fish that I have missed, and I guess maybe the tail might be too long on this, possibly. Look at this. It's got a long tail. So I'm going to shorten this up because I'm missing too many fish. And so we're going to offer a little mod to this. They obviously like the tail, so we're going to cut that off and we're just going to go with the tail. And we're going to see here. Has a lot of legs, which is cool. Legs get attention. All right, now we shorten it up a little bit, so we're going to drop it back down and see. I think that long tail is costing me some bites because I got a couple really nice hits. I hit must have been a big bass because I saw it and then it just let it go. But missed fish don't make good for video. They make good for mist. I like the fish I catch. Those make good videos. Or like yesterday, the big striper I lost. That kind of was a little defeat. Plus it broke my rod. Well, I actually broke my rod lifting it up. I get that. Everyone's got to offer an opinion though. You broke your rod. Of course I broke my rod. But that fish was on my rod when it broke. Again, I'm just looking for those big red ear. And they might have liked that big tail on it, I don't know. I really don't care to fish up here in the moss because it really makes it a tough deal. But again, that little trough right there sometimes holds. Let's come out, let's come off there, come off, come on there, come on. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can, there we go, come on, let go, let go, let go. Look at them all hitting it. Let go. Let go. Right out there's a fish. That might be a striper out there in front of that moss too. Or a bass. Let's go back out. Let's see. There's a bunch of little ones in there, but no big ones. Let's work our way back. Again, we shorten that tail up a little bit. Got some big hits on that though. There's some big hits on that thing. I just couldn't connect. And truthfully, sometimes, let's see, that's just the way it is. You'll get a big hit and then you just can't connect. Alright, but I connected with that guy. Another warmouth. But these are nice looking fish. Look at these guys. Another warmouth. Boy, I tell you, these guys are active. These guys are always hungry though, man. I'll tell you. These are great. Look at that. Little warmouth there. Chunky little thing. Little chunky. Little bluegill color. Warming up. Spring is in the air, truthfully. Spring is definitely in the air. It's funny, you can see this fish kind of swipe at this, and you can see the flash. So they are hitting it. And put it down in that trough right there and give it a little pump, Nothing. Give it a little, bring it in, just give it a little pop. Let's get over that grass there. The thing about the Delta that's fun, I mean, you can catch anything out here. You might get a bluegill, a crappie, red ear. You might hit a striper. You might hit a largemouth bass. You might hit a steelhead. I've caught steelhead out here. I've caught salmon out here in this area, very area I'm in right now. The salmon come in. I've caught them. Have to release them though. You can't keep them because it's against the law in this area to keep a salmon. It looks like something's not right about that. It is not. Let's get that where it looks right. Well, It's not liking this modification I made, but that's okay. So you can pretty much catch anything out here, depending on the time of year. Right now it's the salmon spring run, so right now the salmon are running. They're up in here. Then they'll go back out to the ocean, and they'll come back in the fall. We're just gonna just work it over the grass top there. Just kind of feel it out like it was a bug. Let it drop down that trough. Fishing a little high because of the levee. I don't want to break my knees going down there. Putting our time in. Right now it's going to be high tide. The thing about fishing, when you put your time in, that's what makes a difference. Someone said, well, I go fishing, I don't ever catch fish, but then they, oh, there's a little hit right there. I can see them. It's amazing. They're gonna come up there. He got that. Oh, what is that? I told you can catch anything out here. It's a bass. Look at that bass. Largemouth, shaking, head shaking. There he is. Look at him. He's nice. He's not bad. Probably a pound and a half. Now let's get him down. We'll bring him down in. Come on. Come on, we got him on. Let's get him out of the water. He's not going anywhere. Look at that guy. There he is. Look, that's what I love about fishing with light tackle, 4-pound test line. You know, you bring them up. Oh, come on, big guy. There you go. Now look, I broke my. There he goes. Look, he's a fighter. Let him go. There he goes. Again, 4-pound test line. Now that's fun. Fish on. Ooh, nice big crappie. Look at that. Nice big crappie right there. Nice crappie. Oh, I lost him. Ooh, there's a nice one. That's not a bad one. Pound for pound, man, these guys are fighting machines, let me tell you. These guys are great little fighters. They're really good. Beautiful. Up just a little. We're going to switch up just a little bit here to a notorious jig with a little trout. Got a little trout magnet hook, but definitely guaranteed to have some fun with this, and especially since it's 2-pound test line. So I've fished with 2-pound test line for the past year. I love it, especially for panfish. The challenge is fun. I've got some big fish over the years with this 2-pound test line, and you can see here some little fish too. But that's